I find, and this is no exaggeration, probably about 80 to 90% of the time that something goes wrong for me, it's because someone else was incompetent or didn't do their job. Just being honest. Actually, when I was really young, there was always this thing I still remember to this day, right? I was in high school, and I'm sitting at my desk in a class, and there's these two girls who were in my class who, I mean, I was friendly with them, but it wasn't like we were friends. You know what I mean? Like we were cordial. And
he's a filthy, dirty liar.
I remember at that point in my high school years, it was like a very hectic time for almost everyone because I guess like homecoming dance was coming up and all this shit. So, you know, it's like end of year stuff and people are freaking out. And the girl turns to me and she says, "Phil, how do you do it?" You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding. Right? And I said, what are you talking about? And she goes, how do you do it? Here you are sitting here at your desk, and you look completely cool as a cucumber. You're not freaking out. You're not stressing out. She goes, how? Homecoming's right around the corner. All of us are planning. What are our plans? How are we going to handle it? What are we wearing? How are we getting there? Who are we going with? What's this? What's that? What's this? And she says, and then of course school. We got tests coming up and this and that. And you're just sitting there. Well, everyone else in this class is all stressed out and freaking out. You're just sitting there, relaxed. I turned to her and I said, it's because I don't care about any of it. Like, none of this really matters, right? This is just a fleeting moment in time. If you think about it in the stretch of our lives or whatever, this isn't going to mean anything. Give it another few months, you won't even care about it anymore. So why do I sit around and freak about this? I don't care. I was kind of a very nonchalant attitude. When I was going through my younger life, I didn't care about what anyone said or did. I didn't care about impressions. I didn't care about appearance. I didn't care about shit. I was just going through it. Who cares? Coast through it, get to the next thing. While everyone else around me was always on edge freaking out, right? That's always how I was when I was younger, right? But the problem is you can only get so far through life with that attitude. And I feel like a lot of the times that I've gone through this 15 plus year journey of being a YouTuber, that was kind of the attitude. Don't give a shit. Don't care about who says what. Don't care about any impact on anything. Just keep going. And that's, just keep going is a great attitude to have. It's determination and it's being positive. But at the same time, sadly, when that's your attitude, you tend to ignore other things going on. And I think that's a lot of the time, that's what's happened to me. I find, and this is no exaggeration, probably about 80 to 90% of the time that something goes wrong for me, it's because someone else was incompetent or didn't do their job. Just being honest. Just being completely and utterly honest. What's funny is, during this whole thing, this whole documentary thing, like Mike Klum saying, oh, you got so many people who don't like you, like Mudahar. And I'm like, Mudahar? Who the fuck is that? Oh, that's like that guy, Some Ordinary Gamers or whatever. I'm like, I literally don't know who that is. Apparently this guy has always hated on me and talked about me in a negative way for years. I literally don't know who the fuck it is, right? I don't, and apparently, oh, this is an infamous guy who doesn't like you. I don't even know that. I don't know any of these fucking people. There's entire communities based around this stuff, and I don't even know who the fuck they are. I have no idea, right? When that guy contacted me last year, he's like, I'll pay you $5,000 for an interview. And I messaged him back. I was like, I don't want your money. Go donate it somewhere if that's really what you want to do. I'll have an interview with you, but not about the toxic stuff I've already answered. Anything else I'll talk about, just not that. And then he just ghosted me and never responded ever again, and apparently went on to make even more negative videos and things about me that, again, I don't know who he is. I've never seen any of them, right? But this is what I mean. Like, I mean, in general, there were two big reactions that hit. The first reaction over here was all the people who don't like me. And their reaction was unadulterated joy. Because instead of having the content that they make about me be limited just to what you see on a stream every day, they felt that this documentary was going to be their opportunity to get inside information about me and my life and my family and my history and all kinds of stuff that hasn't been made public, and to use that to make unlimited amounts of content. I mean, they were seeing this documentary as a way for them to have content to milk for years. Oh yes, money, 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 money. Very nice, money, money. Right? They were going to take every little possible thing out of this documentary and microanalyze it and make conspiracy theories about it, just like they do now with what happens on a stream, but times 1 million, right? So this was just going to extrapolate their ability to talk shit and give them exactly what they're looking for, okay? Now, of course, this documentary is not just about them. In general, the reason that this documentary was an interesting idea to me was this was going to give people who don't necessarily follow those groups, but have heard of me, likely in a negative light because of those groups, to finally get an honest take on me. The documentary was not going to be something overly positive. There was going to be positivity and the truth about my life and things in it, but it also was going to have all the negative stuff, right? All the shit that I've been through, the mistakes I've made that I've fessed up to and apologized for over the years that I've been a YouTuber. I mean, that's the thing. When you are a content creator with a public face, essentially, you have all of your flaws exposed to the world on a daily basis. With me, more than most, because anything I say hits this crazy hater echo chamber that just resonates over the internet. You'll never hear about something that I did that was good, but everyone will hear about something that I did that was bad, right? In fact, I hate to say it, I think that people compare me to other people who they call lolcows, and they think I'm them when I'm not even close to fucking being them. I mean, couldn't be further from the truth. Do I look anything like them, right? In any capacity? Do I act like them? No. Lolcow. And that's what's hilarious, because you people in the chat have no idea what the hell any of you are talking about. There's people who you've only listened to detractors and idiots, okay? You need to stop. You're really dumb. If you listen to a single detractor channel or idiot who's talked about this, you've listened to a moron who made everything up. There's 2 people who know about this documentary, me and Mike Klum, and that's it. Wow, they are fucking idiots. So idiots saying, well, oh, he spent this much money and he did this and he did that. No, you're an idiot. Why do you believe morons, right? What are you talking about, right? The whole idea of this documentary was that it was open-ended, and at any point, either Mike or I could decide against doing it, right? That was always our agreement, so that way we have the openness of doing a real work together, a real collaboration, as opposed to, you know, you get locked into something you don't want to do, and now you're screwed. That's never what this was supposed to be, right? And that's why we had it like that. You know, let's say, for example, we had actually really started work on this thing, and we were months into it, but then Mike realized this just isn't very entertaining, it's not going to work. He could have canceled it. Or maybe, you know, we're a couple months in, and then something happens, and I can't keep working on it, right? That was what it was supposed to be, but I didn't want it to get to that point. That's why I canceled it this early. It's not true. No one believes you. You're an idiot, and it doesn't work, okay? So that's that. And that's the end of that discussion. Really, there's no reason to bring it up again. I just wanted to let you know. The funny part about it is, like I said, now that I have canceled this documentary, you see 2 reactions again. The reaction from the detractor hater community is, oh, no. It's just hilarious because the first portion of the reaction was rejoicing because they think they're going to get all of this content. And now that the documentary is canceled, the reaction is panic and freaking out. And now how do we damage control this? Number 1, Phil wasted all of Mike's time and money. Never happened. And number 2, Phil's a coward for not doing the documentary, right? So here it is. How can we spin this into more content? Make more shit up. More controversial, make shit up, right? I'm a coward. I'm worse than the Cowardly Lion, so that ain't gonna happen. So that's what they do. And that's what they're going to do. That's literally all they do, is they lie and they create controversy and conspiracy so they have content. They're garbage people. They shouldn't exist, all right? So I don't care about what they say. But the other reaction that I'm getting from the people who are true fans is relief. Wow, really? So you're not doing it? This is great, because now we can focus on you and your content and all the hot new games coming out this year and the throwback channel and having your wife on your streams again and all this positive stuff that's already in motion, and we don't have to worry about at some point this year there's going to be big interruptions to your schedule and you're not going to be able to stream for extended periods of time during big new releases, and you're going to be overworked and overstressed. And then when this thing comes out, it's going to be an endless cycle of drama and nonsense for everyone. So I'm happy. about that. That basically now people are like relaxing because of this decision. So that's what I think. I mean, if you see those reactions, I feel like I did the right thing. When I see the reaction from the hater community, the way that they reacted and freaking out, I did the right thing. And when I see relief from my truest, biggest supporters and fans, I know I did the right thing. Okay? And for those of you who just wanted drama and now you're not going to get it and you're so sad, don't worry. The lol cows are still out there for you. There's a whole fucking podcast about them, and there's tons of them for you to go make fun of. It just ain't going to be here. You're in the wrong spot. Okay?